Right, we're with Wellington manager Danny Wakeling after a fantastic 7-1 win away at Arundel in the FA Vase. Danny, I thought we started well. First 15 minutes could have been 3-0 up. Do you agree?
Yeah, totally. And the sort of opportunities we had that we probably should have done. Everyone can say we started brightly, should have gone 3 up, but I think the chances and the openings that we had needed to be followed in and cashed in. They were 3 very presentable opportunities and we took 1. So should have been 3 up in 15, yeah.
Them 2 chances in the first 25 minutes. And then we'll go back to us taking the lead when we should have been 3. We scored 1 of those 3 chances.
Yep.
Happy to get in front and...
Half time, yeah, because how we started the game was how we finished it. Which, don't get me wrong, we can't have it all your own way in a game of football. We definitely took our foot off the gas a little bit, stopped pressing as high, stopped forcing areas out of their back 4, stopped keeping the ball down that end of the pitch, and then we got undone with a couple of turnovers and turnarounds. And I think there was one ball put in a box, which caused a bit of consternation, and then another cross that was not defended either. I think they had 2 passes and it wasn't shut down quick enough. Outside the boot cross as well, I think it was a bit nonchalant. Good ball. And then a nice little nonchalant header into the far corner. But that was that's definitely a wake-up sign. When you've had the opportunities that you have away from home, take them, because the home team will probably put 1 and 2 away if they put it in your box. So I'm glad it woke us up.
And they were a bit confident, their bench were confident, their players were confident, because they're a young team, aren't they? And they did well in the league.
Yeah, 3 out of 3 in the league, they're 100% in the league. Yeah, and they took Ramsgate this time last week to a 0-0 over there. So.
But they would have fancied it for much of the first half after they equalised, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I would have thought so, because then a little bit of sort of mental fragility kicked in, where we should have been a couple up and we wasn't. So that little bit of infighting kicks in, which is only a bit of pride. But it was needed, and then we finished half strong with a good bit of intensity and pressing from the front, and went in. On the balance of the first half, you'd say we did deserve to score 3 goals, but just it was a bit of fortune to score 2 in the 45th. But had they stuck to doing what they did in the last 5 minutes all the way through, they probably would have come in 3 up anyway. So, yeah, we'll take that.
They seemed to crumble the last couple of minutes of the first half. Would you agree, Danny? They looked a little bit at 6 and 7.
Yeah, they had a tough game last Saturday, 0-0 away at Ramsgate. Very good draw for them over there. And then at home, they got sort of unpicked. You don't get 2 bites at that cherry do against a team 2 leagues above. So they got picked off 4-0 there. So that would have been in the back of their minds, I guess. So that was sort of perhaps a bit of mental fragility in there, which we seized upon and we spoke about at half time.
And then we have had a slight record of not starting great in the second half, but today was a perfect opportunity to put that to rights, and we did it, didn't we?
Yeah, although in the first minute I noted that we got caught offside. With 1 ball sent forward early to turn around, and then we give away a cheap free kick around the D as well, where a centre half has come out into a midfield area to go and win a bouncing ball. So a little bit of ill discipline there. So I would say 80% happy with the first 5 or 10 minutes, but I'll always be critical. So it's my job, isn't it?
Players coming back in. Nice to see some players back getting on the pitch from infield and whatnot. And that man again, he's done it again. There's 4 games running. He's come off the bench and put 1 in.
Well, Carl, yeah, he's Superman, isn't he? What more does he have to do, to be honest? But then the guy that's in the shirt is also putting away as well. So it's a brilliant problem. And
you love it as manager?
I love it, yeah. I could do another one. I mean, we had Elliot come off the bench today, looked bright and entertaining when he come on. We still had young Jesse Metzi on the bench as well. We had opportunities to go up and up and up. We can only make 3 changes, to be fair. Luis was fantastic. Alan O'Neill was his usual self out there. Tijani's giving great balance on that side of the pitch and tucking it in midfield. Joel leads the line really well. But Carl gives us something which we haven't got, which is that direct persistence of always wanting to go in behind, which sadly for him at the moment is great to change up a gear off the bench and sort of open the pitch back up the other way. But if he carries on as he's going, he's going to end up getting in the team somewhere.
If someone loses their place, though, they're going to struggle to get back in if the team are playing well, aren't they? The way
100%. If they lose their place, it will be down now to complacency, or it will be down to lack of punctuality, or pulling out of training a bit too late, because we've got sort of 20 odd boys, a little bit, including the lads in reserve, so probably 25 around us that are absolutely chomping at the bit, and there's cigarette papers between all of them. So yeah, that's not my problem. That's theirs. Turn up, be on time, prepare yourself, don't let anyone down, and always give 100% every minute of every game.
I was listening to their bench a lot, and all they kept saying was everything's going through the 10, everything's going through the 10. It's like Adam sort of was involved in getting us in and around their box and causing them problems early on, wasn't he?
Yeah, magical player. And it's, I think I had him with me in Kent County Division 2 sort of 3 years ago. You can see, well, we was winning leagues back then, but he's played good levels all of his life until he decided to come down and play a bit more local. And it's a good opportunity for him to get back playing the sort of level that perhaps he should have played anyway. Plays with a smile on his face, always gets in the half turn, always looks to go forward. And he does. Yeah, he does. He scores goals as well. I remember someone say, looks creative but doesn't score, might not score a few. He can find the back in there. He's lethal in the D. In and around the D, he's absolutely joke. He's a fantastic finisher. And he's that subtle number 10 as well. It's not all about him. He likes to get other people into the game. And Luis is like that as well. We're playing off the sides. Them two are interchanging quite well. Luis is a bit more robust. Adam's just got that deftness and that slighter touch. And for people paying £7, he's worth watching alone, isn't he, I think?
A couple of injuries, Danny, towards the end there. Did they look serious or niggles?
I think there was about 18 minutes to go. I think it was when we saw Hassan come off. We thought there's no point getting you back on. We're sort of 6-1 up or whatever it was. We'll just play 10v10. And we won that 1-0 as well. So we got Tuesday in mind. Away at Corinthians, so we need to make sure everyone's okay. Tijani will probably be all right. Dennis got through the game with a niggle, but we've got great cover at right back area. Gary Beckett sat on the bench today. He's back in contention. So, yeah, a player doesn't want to misbehave and fall off the ladder. They also don't want to get injured. But part of football, isn't it? But we've got the squad depth to carry on and continue.
Comment about the tackle for the red card? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I could see it coming as well. 100% red card. The referee took his time, whether he tried to defuse the situation. I think they're quite lucky that we're not a rowdy bunch, to be honest with you, because that sort of tackle...
There's a few players shouting, that's disgraceful, disgusting.
Yeah, I think even a couple of his teammates did as well. They sort of shook their head in disgust and they all sort of turned their back on him. Listen, don't know the fella, so I'm not going to say he's a thug or an animal. That moment was an animal moment and was thuggish behaviour, but he's probably a nice fella. Red mist descended on him, but that's the sort of thing that could have smashed his shit in half. And then Luis, not only does he not go to work on Monday, he's never playing the game again. That was a hideous tackle, and I'm sure he'll be apologetic in the bar afterwards.
Corinthian away on Tuesday, before we talk about the FA Vase again after that. Do we know anything about them? Will we know more about them? They've been a consistent side of this level for a while now, haven't they? And they're up there with one of the favourites to win the league and go up. They play, a lot of people say they play the best football. A lot of purists will say that. Got a nice surface over there, which again will suit us. But we go there with no fear and no expectation. So we're quite dangerous to play against. I think that makes us quite dangerous. No fear in our ranks, and not from us at all. So we don't. We respect everybody, but we're not going to fear anyone. And we're all looking forward to that already. Like the guys that come off the bench are already nattering. I want to start Tuesday. I want to start Tuesday. So we'll let today sink in. Have a drink behind the bar. Check the availability list tomorrow morning. And I've already told the boys you've banked that now. Now follow that up with a good statement performance on Tuesday night. Why not? After the Dill game, that we could have scored 10. We could have scored 10 again today, Danny. Are you disappointed we're not scoring more goals, or are you happy that we're scoring plenty but creating a lot more?
12 out of 20 is halfway there, right? We'll take that. To hit 5 and a 7, game after game. Like I said, beginning of the season, I was hearing people saying that it looks like we might only have one source of goals. Joel's now fit, and you can see what he brings. Carl coming off the bench it's ridiculous. His level of goal scoring coming off the bench in limited minutes. Tijani's finding the back of net. Elion can score. Luis, Adam, that whole front four, there's 6 of them in there, and there's other guys as well that ain't even getting on that can chip in. So yeah, it's good to see. I always knew it was going to come. I didn't think it was going to come quite this quick. But we keep playing with purpose and intent and punching them balls forward like we have done, and stop the vanity tapping around in the middle of the pitch. We can open teams up. We can do it.
We'll end on the FA Vase, so we're through to the first round proper. I think whatever happens now this season, you're going to be at least level when it comes to FA competitions if we don't win the FA Vase. But 2 away games, I'm sure you're looking forward to home game against anybody, Dan. Would that be right? Yeah,
in the draw. So I don't know when the draw's going to be made. It is Monday, is it? Okay, cool. So I'll think about that then Monday morning. Corinthians in the mind. But yeah, it's great. And it's good for Kev. This club was started just literally a few years ago. So that's good progress. 2 tough away games every town and coming down there, because they've won 3 out of 3 in the league, and so they got a 0-0 draw at Ramsgate the other week. So they're not a bad side at all. Maybe we've caught them flagging a touch. We started quick and caught them flagging after 2 difficult games. But we'll look forward to the next round, and I'm sure even if we're away, the home team will think, I've done a 2-hour coach journey and it's 7. So they won't look forward to it either. But we're all good. We're happy. We're looking forward to it.
There's no league in the FA Vase higher than the league we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So does that give us a little bit of confidence no matter who we play, home or away?
Yeah, why not? We scored 5 last week at home. We scored 7 away. As long as we cut out the vanity and sort of tapping the ball around too often and make sure we punch. It doesn't have to be 70 yards long and 80 yards in the air, 80 foot in the air. As long as we punch it through full back and centre halves and get them turned that way, ball up, ball back, back wide, punch it through the half spaces, 1 and 2 touch football. We'll go and play anywhere. We'll give anyone a game of football.
We'll put you on the spot, ask you to name a man of the match today, Dan. It's going to be a hard one today, so you can pick it.
Okay. Well, Peter Odgerman was absolutely superb at the back. Didn't give anything up, and even at the end, he's getting involved in there with sort of 2 blokes trying to shut him down. He's passing and playing his way out and protecting his goal. You could never overlook a defender just because you scored 7. So I'd give him a special mention. I think if we're looking for someone today, though, we are more than likely going with Luis Montoya. I think. All-round hustle and bustle, technical level is outstanding, assists for fun, and he scored a goal as well, which he's off the mark as well. So probably go for Luis on the way home.
That's all the players can be watching this back later going, boo.
Probably. But I did say Peter Odgerman as well, because it's very easy to overlook an 18-year-old centre-half playing this level of football like he does, and the way he was still playing, even at 7-1 up. He's a very good player, and he's going to go a long way, that kid.
Well done, Danny, and we'll see you Tuesday.
Will do. Thank you very much.